Well, here it is, another day ever. That's the 22nd of July. It's 9:29 in the morning, and it is Thursday. We were John C. Roseman, California. How you doing, guys? Okay, so what happened yesterday? Giving the letters over to SWAS, the other two video links, just to let them know what the hell was going on, and to apologize for how come I wasn't there, even by Zoom. I cannot tell the person unless they've already been through it already. Of how much when a person goes through extensive grief and pain and loss, that it still affects them for a long while. I could not deal and I could not bear to look at anybody's face. I couldn't. I couldn't. Well, besides being embarrassed like crazy over the situation there, it's just, it just wouldn't have been right. I mean, how is I supposed to explain to the common layperson except that they're going to try giving me the same old story about being happy about turning things over and then feeling good about it, and then it's like I'm dealing with people on drugs or something like that. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. I know I'm miserable, and I don't want to spread my misery to anybody else at this point over here. And I know when I woke up this morning, I was feeling somewhat alive and grumbling because I didn't get enough sleep again. I had a nightmare that scared the living crap out of me, and I thought it was because I ate too much last night for dinner. A double load of fries and just a single burger. How the hell is that going to be giving me a nightmare? But it did. I had dinosaurs coming after me. Go figure. So, besides having the dinosaurs coming after my ass, there's something else trying to come after my ass. Something that was trying to tell me that I had a problem that I still have to figure out. And it's usually a fear or phobia or something else that I'm afraid to deal with. So I know something's coming down the pipeline or it's been facing me already, and I still need to deal with it, even though I refuse to see it right in front of my nose. I can't see anything in front of my nose anyway, so screw it. But it would have been plain and simple of dealing with it. And I don't know what the hell it was. To tell you the truth, I honestly, God, I don't know what the hell it was. Got to the point where I'm griping and grumbling at my damn dog, driving me crazy. She needed to go out, so I took her out. I realized she already went out already in the living room. Again, I gotta take care of. I'm trying to take care of everything, trying to keep on top. Just, I know for some people it's no excuse. Well, I'm sorry, I don't have the excuses. I just have what is. Okay, deal with it. And that's all I try to do is just deal with it. Because there's nothing else more for me to do except to deal with it. And this one I'll probably pop out there and say it's for the next day. Look, I know my videos are probably boring as hell because I talk about myself, and that's why the damn thing says Diary of a Griever. Because I am talking about myself. I am trying to get the stuff off my damn chest, so it's my own personal diary at this point over here, but broadcasted to the public because just in case something actually happens to me where I'm actually gone forever, there'll be a paper trail of sorts, an autobiography of sorts of what the hell I went through, what I've been going through emotionally and physically these days. So this way, if there's been any doubt in anybody else's mind of what the hell I've been going through, this is my bona fide, if you want to call it that way. For the reasons why I made the decisions of not doing this or doing that or just saying or whatever. Just getting it off of my chest and talking to people about the damn crap. Because at this point, it scares the shit out of me what I'm going through. Growing up as a kid, I didn't have to go through this much emotional agony. All right? I had to compartmentalize everything. I had to compartmentalize my feelings left and right. I wasn't exactly the most warmest guy you'd have to get it close to. I may have been an okay guy because I was quiet enough and out of the way and just a tag along. Not really trying to get my personality out there. And if it did, they all thought I was a geek and nerd. And yeah, I am a geek and nerd at this point over here. But when it came down for the more personal stuff, like how did I deal with losing my family? I couldn't tell you because I crammed it so damn tight in myself that I wasn't even aware of how much pain I was still in. I still had to deal and function with life. And I still am. I didn't have to drink over it. But apparently I probably did, and I don't even remember it. But all the way through back in 2013, and then after that I was scrambling and trying to get things done in my life that I wouldn't have to think about the pain of losing her. Going over to 12-step meeting halls left and right with my brother. Trying to blend in, trying to deal with things during that time and not worry about how I felt about losing Ma. How it affected me a great deal. That was the hardest damn thing for me to talk to anybody else about it. Nobody else wanted to talk to me anyway, so fuck it. Nobody still doesn't. I mean, they did. I guess I am not the approachable kind, okay? I'm not the kind of approachable guy that you would like to meet or talk to. Even though some people think, my God, he's actually intelligent for a change. He knows how to talk. He knows how to communicate effectively to people. And yet, you come up to me and it's like, where is he? I'm a human being, asshole. What do you want? Don't look at me like that. Because it makes me feel like, I'm not worthy of being a human being to anybody else. So fuck it. And like my attitude, drop it. I don't care. I am what I am. If I'm grieving, if I'm in pain, leave me alone. I'm dealing with it. People, I know, will turn into a miserable sot because of the pain. Will turn them into a hideous creature of sorts. I guess I stay the hell away from people because I don't want them to think I'm I am at that point. I mean, if I'm going to be feeling this way, I might as well be one. But turning out to be a beast, destroys everything else and blames everything else and goes angry. I can't be that way. I don't want to be that way. I didn't choose to be that way. I didn't choose having my brother and my mother dying on me. It happens. Now I got to deal with the grief. Now I got to deal with the pain. Now I got to deal with the loss in my soul. I got to deal with the heartache. I got to deal with everything else that clutters around it. So now I'm barely functioning as it is. I'm not trying to say pity me because I'm like this. I'm saying acknowledge that I am like this. And get on with your business. I deal with the pain my own way. Head on. I'm not brave. I'm a pain in the ass. I don't deal and I don't play very well with others. And yes, there are flies in this place. That last statement is truth. There are flies in this place. More like a decomposition party here. And I smell like decomp. I'll tell you something. When you're totally getting into the depression at this point over here, The stench in your body, even after you get out of a shower, still remains. I don't care how much foo-foo powder or sprays that you put on there, it's still there. And the flies followed you like crazy, like you're a decomp or something. It's your open meat, your fresh meat. The attitude and the aura being projected attracts a lot of these carrion feeders of saying that you're going to be one of us pretty shortly. You're going to be in us one of these here days. I don't smile very much these days, even before I lost the teeth, because I hardly had anything else to smile. Maybe if I see a funny or cute animal thing, I'll laugh, because it'd be the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen. Or sometimes when I see caricatures or cartoons, that's when it really starts. Oh, God. Oh, one of those triggers where I go off at the deep end. See, this is me right now, okay? This is me. So I'm thinking how I'm feeling. Maybe I'm different than about 10 or 15 years ago, or 30 or 40 years ago when people knew me different. I say, what changed? Life changed. Life throws shit at you and you change into something else, and the person who had the image is no longer that person. I didn't want to project anything of my own currently to anybody else. That's why I didn't do the SWAS reunion. School within a school of John F. Kennedy High School of Granada Hills, California. And a few surviving teachers. You know, as much as I would like to say hi to them, or to the other students who graduated out of her, sorry, I definitely wasn't in the mood, because when the grief and depression kick in, they kick in hard. I call it the emotional tsunami effect. I get triggered. There's a trigger out there that uses the six senses. The five physical senses of the body, not to mention the sixth sense, which is memory. At least for me, anyway. And when that's triggered, all hell breaks loose. I go through the crying, I go through the heaving, I go through the praying like crazy. I keep demanding God to forgive me. Only I don't know why I'm going through this. But I am. It's not the easiest damn thing in the world for me to go through anyway. Whoever said it was supposed to be. But I'm supposed to. So because of that, I'm still having a hard time focusing on shit that I have to take care of right now. And right now I'm petting a dog that seems to be wanting my attention to take her outside in the heat again and do stuff with her. Walk her around a bit again, because she can't deal with what's happening inside. I'll take you out again, mamas. Give me a minute, will you? She gets a smell, she gets a scent, she goes absolutely apeshit. But she needs to go out, she'll bug the living crap out of me for this shit. What are you limping for? Give me a second, will you? Long wait. I'm dealing with a dog that's got diarrhea right now. The heat's getting to her. So is the diet. I got canned dog food. But it shouldn't be affecting her as much. I know she needs to drink up a lot of water. So I try to avoid as much outside for her to deal with. She wants to stay out there long, and she's going to get dehydrated and she gets sick. But I need for her to stay healthy and in a cool environment because outside is nasty. And this is the things I have to deal with on a day by day basis, especially when we get the heat kicking in left and right. But this is how I'm dealing with sometimes day by day, especially this summer. This summer has been a pain in the ass. Some summers that I've taken off from school. Hold on. Some summers I've taken off from school that I would feel antsy about it. I would feel like I need to go out there and get things done. And raring to go for the next term and ready to deal with the next challenge, next class, next challenge, next whatever I need to deal with. Have my mind open and ready for it. And even if it's a continuation of a class, at least I have continuity to look forward to and not worry about things. Because of the damn nature surprise that she threw on us. Damn COVID nightmare. Things had changed at school so much that I still have to get myself mentally and physically prepared for it. And I've seen a lot of changes that the campus has done, trying to get itself up to technological 21st century standards. Water. One of the more precious resources, dwindling left and right. Hey, welcome to life. Even after I come back out, seeing what's happening with Mama, and knowing what she's got to be going through. She's got to be going outside again. I got to take her out again, and this time rush it so she can do something. And I know she needs something because I don't want her to keep messing around in the damn room. But she will. She doesn't like it. She would prefer messing outside, and that's so would I. Now, how is this dealing with grief? Getting outside and taking care of the little things. They do help a little bit. It's like they're trying to get enough vitamin D out of the sun. Have my body try to convert that damn thing. And because it's getting totally hot out here, it's making me feel even worse. But to wake up in the morning and be triggered like that. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why, I don't know. But when I get triggered, and there it goes. Now, I know the major trigger concerning about it would be family. I mention about it, I talk about it, I go crazy over the damn thing. And it puts me into that situation. It puts me into a situation where I can't even control it anymore. That I don't know why. Except it does. I don't have the positive feelings or positive memories to counteract it because if I do, they're the triggers. They're the triggers. At least I'm supposed to be convinced like that. And it hurts. I switched my screen to a full screen so I can take a look at my ugly mug. I can't apologize enough, and I don't even know who or what I should apologize to. I know I've screwed things up in my life. And as long as I try to keep an open communication with the boss man upstairs, it should help out. But I don't know why it's not helping me out. Unless I'm not even recognizing it in the first place. should do more than that. Just think. Just be grateful. Be grateful that I'm crying my heads off and I'm praying like crazy during this session. And then maybe somehow God's understanding. Or maybe he understands more than what I know. That I should feel a little better instead of just waiting for the next tsunami storm. Yeah, they may help me out on these videos, or they may not. But if I can communicate this to the next schmuck who's going through it, to the next person who's going ape over this, over their own grieving issues, maybe somehow these things are going to help out. I don't know. I talk about my own personal experiences. I talk about my own personal history at this point over here. I try to give a perspective, a context. We each have our own different stories. We have our own survival stories at this point over here of what we're going through. And it's not the easiest. And it's not supposed to be meant to be easy. Because if it was easy, everyone would get through it. We'd all be happy about it. But I figured this damn thing isn't the easiest thing to go through, and it's not supposed to be. Maybe it's character building. Maybe I'm supposed to be building up a new character at this point over here. Or reinforcing my character, or something about that. Maybe making me a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more feeling towards the next person that's going through this stuff. And just saying, oh, I'm sorry, my condolences. Because sometimes that just doesn't work. Saying, oh, my condolences, it just doesn't work. Come on, pal. Let's get real. Let's get honest. Let's get brutal. Let's get to the point where we're saying, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. And besides, I've been wearing your shoes for a hell of a long while, a lot longer than you know. I just happened to put these on the side, and now you got them picked up. Now you got to walk the trail yourself. You don't think I've been there yourself? You don't think I know the damn heart-wrenching pain? Sometimes I called it the Cuisinart effect. But no, it ain't that anymore. Lost that theme a long time ago. It just doesn't work. Maybe it worked earlier on, but not this time. Having a heart beat as you put it into a Cuisinart and have it grind like crazy and you're feeling every pain of it. But sometimes that just doesn't describe it, does it? It's like something reached inside of you, pulled out half your soul, and now you don't even know how to deal with it because that's a lot of pain. That's a lot of missing. That's a great big hole in your heart and your soul there. And you don't know how to feel it. You don't know how to fill it up. You don't know how to feel happy or sad, or happy or joyful or blessed or anything else like that. You just feel like a miserable sot. You feel like you're a miserable person that thinks they deserve it or not quite sure why you're going through it in the first place. And trust me, I know the feeling too damn much. Because again, I'm going through it. I'm going through it just like everybody else. It's not the easiest damn thing in the world to deal with, I'll tell you. Whoever said it was? Whoever said this damn thing was going to be the easiest thing for you to go through? Not for me, that's for sure. I have to wake up every single morning and realize my family's not here, and I have to continue on day by day by day. But then you see the junk here right behind me, and probably think, I'm having a gay old time. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I just want to make sure. Making sure my dog's alright. Right now, she's a major thing in my life that matters, except for the school and the grieving. I'm not trying to make facetious. I'm not trying to make it a joke. Because grieving and feeling the pain is not a joke. It's simply a fact of life. It's simply dealing with life. It's dealing with an end of one particular. Will you get the hell out of there? That blessed son of a bitch. Damn flies. Carrion feeders. Carrion eaters. Maybe that way. Never get rid of these summer flies anyway. Bastards. Get distracted every so often. We're trying to make a point at this point, trying to make a point, and then these damn things come in here saying, "Look at we're comedy." Fuck the damn comedy. The murderous fly swatter, but it just doesn't work as much. Doesn't fill the hole either. It doesn't fill your heart and doesn't solve anything at this point. Now, does it? No, it doesn't. Now, why should I act like I'm an expert at things? Because I'm not. The only expert I am is trying to learn how to be an expert in my own damn shit going on right now. You think this is easy? You really think this is damn easy for me to go through? Come on. Bullshit. Another life-changing, never-ending thing we got to learn how to deal with. We got to deal with loss. Now we got to deal with pain. Now we got to deal with if we're going to be able to recover on this one and spread hope and joy and everything else. I mean, I've seen and heard people do that to me all the time. Let go of the pain, let go of the pain, and it'll be happy and joyful and dancing around. I'm like, what the fuck are you high on? I don't want it. Get the fuck away from me. I'd rather be real. I'd rather be emotional. I'd rather be raw as hell. In fact, I am. Thank you very much. You don't like it? Bite me. Or otherwise, move. Hey, you're just determined to be this way. It's not determined. It's waking up in the morning and realizing you are this way. Waking up in the morning sometimes when you're grateful for being alive because you got another breath of life. That's a good thing right there. And you still got to deal with the rest of the day and it's still in pain. But I know I've heard stories that people have, even the story of Lot dealing with his physical ills and wills, and dealing with what he was dealing with. Can I equate that with losing family left and right? That means a damn thing to him. I already know what losing stuff is like. I already know what being homeless is like. I already know what being broke is like. Living on scraps, living on GR, living on a county, reliance on someone else who is pissed off at you because you've depended on them too damn much. I know what it's like to deal with two counties and one person. I know what it's like waking up and not sure what the hell to do because a person's so damn addicted to another person, giving away money left and right that they don't have. They keep borrowing from somebody else. Tell me something I don't already know. Dealing with a thief in the night. And the constant disappointment. The constant disappointment. Tell me something else, Lot. You had the physical ailments that drive you crazy, all the boils that they had back then. They didn't have the bureaucratic systems we've got today, or everything else, so there's no comparison except how much you were going to keep telling God, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. I'm miserable, but I'm grateful. I wish I could feel that gratitude. And I need to. I need to. Because I hate waking up in the morning and feeling like I've lost everything that matters to me the most. All this is collateral. All this is peripheral. All this is junk. Some memories. The rest of it is just junk. All that you see. When I lost my mother and my brother, those were the two most important things in my life. And I'd given up everything for them. Everything. That's what's so damn hard about all this. That's what's so hard. That's why holidays are hard. That's why birthdays are hard. That's why anniversaries are hard. Anniversaries of their death. Because I'm constantly reminded of it. I wake up in the morning, I get over here, and their ashes are over here. The bag is just in case I need it. But also to tell people that I'm going to college still. And sometimes I feel like it's just not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not dealing with enough. So I have to cope. I have to function. I have to deal with what is. And it hurts like a son of a bitch. It hurts like a son of a bitch. So how the hell can I be happy and joyful when I'm a miserable son of a bitch? When I miss my family? When I miss my mother and my brother, the two most important things in my life? I also miss my aunts and my uncles and cousins that I've lost. And dogs and friends. And they hurt just as much. But the two major people in my life, Ma in 2013, Dave in 2018, it's like the major rush of energy from those days are still hitting me hard. Not gently. It's like, and I gotta deal with that. I gotta deal with being battered and bruised. And if it means I gotta be miserable to sorry son of, to anybody else at this point over here, then I'm a miserable sorry son of a bitch. Only because that's how I'm feeling. That's how I am right now. A miserable sorry son of a bitch. I know it's pride and it's arrogance right there. That I hold on to it and demonstrate it proudly and say, this is what I am. I'm trying to say, this is what I am right now, alright? And I could not deal with anybody else, not even with the people around me, because when I'm feeling in this kind of mode, when I'm feeling in this kind of disconnection mode, I do not deal with people very well. I do not associate. I try to put up the deflector shields left and right and saying, "Oh yeah, I'm." We had comedians like Robin Williams trying to explain it better to a lot of people on how it feels and how we're trying to communicate. We smile on the outside, but on the inside, we're not. You ever heard of the old 50s, or is it 60s, 50s? Tears of a Clown? Smiling on the outside, but on the inside, they're crying. Yeah. Welcome to depression. Welcome to grief. Welcome to the pain of it all. And this is what we're walking through.